Hello, good day. Welcome to my tube. My name is Marge. I'm a Heoka wise clown. Super saturated empath with an attitude. Saturated, concentrated. Concentrate. People say I'm intense. I almost started to believe them. I think that they're just complacent. Anyway, I do these little daily additions to my diary. This is my video diary. Welcome to it. This is my life. And what I'm about is recovery, and things are so weird right now. It's a full moon, dude. It's a freaking Scorpio. See, and this is just extra. Everything's concentrate. Everything is extra. I am so in my emotions. Weather's turning. It's getting colder. Today, Loretta is downtrodden, so I get to omit. Good boys. Her emotions, too. It's what transmitters and spectrometers like me do. We're light workers. We raise people's vibrations. We embarrass ourselves to make people laugh all the time. Only I didn't know I was embarrassing myself. I thought I was just having a good time. And other people laughed and pointed a lot. Oh, that's how I learned about the vibration of ridicule and scrutiny. And I don't know, that's how I started. I've learned to read liars my whole entire life, and that's what I try and do, is teach people that trust their own knowing, and you could read a liar too. Bomb threat much? What's that about? Sure, that has nothing to do with the full moon, right? People are losing their minds. They've freaking put so much effort into ignoring their dark, and their dark is like, hey, you never dealt with me. And this happens, and I was reminded by, I can't remember who. Oh, I think it was Patricia, the girl with the boots. I can't remember her name. That she's an astrologer. She made point of this, is that when people haven't dealt with like their sexual abuse and trauma, and they've ignored it, it's starting to come out with manifesting in your body in like ovaries and prostrate areas, causing that dissonance. It's also synchronistically coherent to the area of the sacral chakra. Yeah. Anyway, things are changing. See, I believe I'm an advocate for people that don't get a voice. And I'll keep talking till the day I transition. God willing, that's down the road a ways. I still like to have a lot more experiences and see the world a lot more. There's been so much trauma and so much neglect in this planet. It's just caused this dissonance, that it's this cancer, this vibration, lack and fear. People are shorting out, so what we see, we're only going to see more of. People have to learn to listen to themselves to keep them safe. I just listened to a reading I like Divine Faith Tarot. She does a whiteboard. She writes, and she's a channeler too, like me. And I haven't gone out past 7 o'clock. I haven't gone out past dark in a long time. And I'm not a chicken, and I'm not one of those paranoid people. It's just I'm a single female, and I've been preyed upon before. If you listen to my stories, they started when I was about 11 months old. People aren't recollecting. They're not reconciling things that they've done. And it's coming out sideways. The universe, God is recalibrating. He's kind of pissed at these groups that are using his name and what he's about. The frequency, the higher vibrational. If you want to put a he on it, I think God is androgynous. It's like how they're, have you ever seen those videos where people's faces just morph from one to the next. I think Michael Jackson did it on a video once. Can't remember what the song is now, but that's what God is, because He is just all aspects. In creation, yes, kids and children are creation. They're the ones with the good ideas. I wonder how many freaking bigwigs get their ideas from their kids. These kids never get credit. I know what that feels like, too. Not getting credit when credit is due. And all those people that have been standing on the backs of others, they're coming tumbling down. So in the spirit of, creation just isn't kids, yo. Creation is an idea that has come from a space of love, right? Right? Creation is whatever. If I come up with an idea, and what I like to focus on, I think my bottom line, if I had a bottom line, would be recovery. Yeah, recovery, getting through things. I don't even identify with people that say things to me like, you act like a victim. I don't even know what that means. What does a victim mean to you? And then maybe it'll clear it up for me. I just spend more effort trying to understand people, because I just don't. They spend so much time clouded and veiled behind lies. It's just freaking a waste of time, and time ain't even real. So, I started saying, God being androgynous, right? Goddess. It's a two-parter. And it's not masculine and feminine, it's high, low. Because there's women that do freaking rape too, that do terrible things too. It's not gender specific. It's where the person derives from at their point zero. When they said when their heart spikes, do they live for the spike or the dip? You know what I mean? I used to drink for a long time. It was my escape. Until I came to the realization that alcohol removes oxygen from our blood. Oxygen is breath. That is the only difference between our live animated version of ourselves and the idea of us, or the residual energy of us after we're freaking dead people. It's the only difference. And so when people drink and they consume, they're literally taking the life and replacing it with this substance. And yeah, you go into different dimensions. You dip down. You go into places of who you are and what you actually represent. That creates something called incomprehensible demoralization. And the trickster of it is people will just see, and for a long time it was just like, man, I kept doing the same thing. But that's the thing. I'm so dense sometimes. Dense. It's like I get so, wrapped up in shiny things and new things and pretty faces and all this stuff that I'm not even paying attention to the vibration of who's duping me. Because I couldn't freaking never get a good read. Because I was bouncing all over the place in my... What was my reality and theirs? I'm an empath. I'm like a radio for people's emotions and thoughts. There's a lot of us. There's just not a lot of us that are quite like me. I'm a little bit of a different flavor. So, because there's been this imbalance for so long, the greedy people have been in control for far, far too long. And I think it was apropos because there's this morning, Keisha, she put out her new song. I really like it. It's called Here Comes the Change, from the motion picture On the Basis of Sex. And that looks quite intriguing to me. At the very end of the trailer, they said there's a line that they're in a courthouse, and one of the characters said, there's nowhere in the Constitution, because it's constipated, the bowels of greedy old Uncle Sam. Does the word woman? It's time for a new constitution altogether. The old ideas are nil until you let go absolutely. Anyway, and then the woman made point that neither is the word freedom. Anyway, so I'm Scorpio moon. I'm extra in my feels. I'm gonna try not. I've been cutting down on sugar. It's been overcast, so I haven't been wanting to even be outside. I just keep imagining and picturing my life in Colorado. I just still have to decide, do I want more mountains or desert? Whatever the right place, I know, because I believe in divine. And that's what I like. God, divine. All things that make you feel good. And anything that makes you feel bad, that's farther from it. Even if it's dressed up in a pretty bow. Hope you have a rad day. Peace.